And that explosion comes just 2 years after a very similar scene. You may recognize this video. It was on this day in 2024 that firefighter Trevor Brown was killed when a house exploded during a propane leak. Tonight, our Christian Flores was in that community as neighbors came together for a vigil.
A candlelight vigil to honor Trevor Brown, the volunteer firefighter who dedicated his life to saving people from fires. And even years after his death, the community out here remains very emotional in their tribute to a hero. The memory of volunteer firefighter Trevor Brown still burning bright at this vigil, exactly 2 years after his death.
On this lot, there was a house. We don't need to review the incident. You all know what happened.
On February 16th, 2024, a 500-gallon underground propane tank had been leaking for hours at this home on Silver Ridge Drive in Sterling. Less than an hour after fire crews arrived, a ground-shaking explosion leveled the home, injured more than a dozen, and killed Brown, who left behind a wife and 3 kids.
We lost firefighter Trevor Brown in his service to his community. And we're here now as a community to recognize that sacrifice.
Trevor came here to help, and he lost his life.
On the eve of this anniversary, only a half hour away, another devastating home explosion, this one rocking a Centerville neighborhood. Fire officials across the region are noticing more calls for gas leaks in recent days.
The freezing and thawing of the ground can also cause some gas leaks out into the underground lines and causes some problems there.
And now a dire warning.
If you smell gas, certainly we want you to call 911 and get folks out there, either the gas company or fire rescue, to make sure that you don't have an explosive situation.
And in Sterling,
it has been extremely hard for Sterling Fire. It's been extremely hard for the community, but we've persevered through with the strength of each other.
The warnings from fire officials and the explosion in Centerville hit too close to home.
It was surreal that it happened, almost 2 years to the date.
Christian Flores, 7 News.